Welcome back to another live feed. The 50 most dynamic duels in sports history: basketball, baseball, football, hockey. Roberto Clemente, Willie Stargell. Roberto Clemente, Willie Stargell did more than just turn the Pittsburgh Pirates into perennial contenders. Actually, during their times together, they also helped to completely after the losing mindset instilled in the franchise from years of failure while raising the social consciousness of the entire city. Pittsburgh's team, the Pittsburgh Pirates team that Roberto Clemente joined as a 20-year-old in 1955 was one of the National League's least successful franchises. Marlins won their last pennant in 1927, challenging for the National League flag just once since 1938. The National League's dominant team the first few years of the 20th century and a strong contender throughout most of the 1920s and 1930s. Pittsburgh posted a winning record only one time between 1946 and 1954, finishing either last or next to last in the league each year from 1950 to 1954. In fact, the Pirates' 53 victories in 1954 represented their highest win total in the 4 years. For much change in Pittsburgh during Clemente's first few years for the team, the Pirates won a few more games. They continued to flounder near the bottom of the National League standings, making life even more difficult for the Puerto Rican-born Clemente was the fact that he needed to adjust to a completely foreign culture that often treated him quite unfairly. While dark-skinned players always had a different time being accepted to the world of white baseball during that period, things were particularly hard on Clemente. As the first truly great Latino ball player, not only did he have to deal with the prejudices that were bound to come in his way because of the color of his skin, but he also had to learn a new culture and a new language. However, neither members of the media nor most of Clemente's own teammates made his transition on easy one. The newspaper columnists, broadcasters of the day seemed unwilling to fully accept his Latin heritage. The writers openly mocked Clemente's speech in their newspaper articles, and broadcasters attempted to Americanize his name by referring to him as Bob or Bobby instead of Roberto, which is the name that he wished to be called by. Even most of Clemente's teammates with whom he rarely socialized failed to call him by his proper name. They also questioned his motivation and desire, since Roberto typically missed a significant number of games each season due to the various physical ailments that plagued him throughout much of his career. Members of the media, as well as many of Clemente's teammates, considered him to be hypochondriac because he frequently complained of belly aches and pains. Thanks for the hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. However, they failed to realize that much of the source of Clemente's discomfort stemmed from a partially damaged spinal column. He suffered from as a result of an automobile accident he was involved in as a young man. Injuries cut into the playing time of Clemente, significantly his first few seasons, limiting him to fewer than 125 games in 3 of his first 5 years. In Pittsburgh, he found his offensive productivity further curtailed by the many cultural problems he faced during his period of adjustment. As a result, Clemente failed to hit more than 7 home runs, drive in more than 80 runs, or score more than 69 runs in any of his first 5 seasons. He also batted over 300 just once, compiling an average of 311 in 1956. Nevertheless, with young players such as Dick Groat and Bill Mazeroski, the Pirates began to show signs of improvement by the end of the decade, boasting a winning record in both 1958 and 1959. Pittsburgh finally made it all the way in 1960, winning 95 games during the regular season to capture the National League pennant, upsetting the heavily favored Yankees in the World Series. Clemente is his final season to date. Had a career high of 16 home runs, 94 RBIs, 89 runs scored, 314 batting average. Clemente had outstanding speed, exceptional base running skills, and superb range and a powerful throwing arm in the outfield. He won the first of 12 Golden Gloves the very next year. Fortunately, the members of the media selected the most valuable player, so he didn't appear ready to acknowledge Clemente as one of the sport's finest all-around players. Clemente will establish himself as one of baseball's greatest players. He was particularly outstanding from 1961 to 1967, years in which he won 4 National League batting titles. He earned MVP honors in the National League in 1966, established career highs in home runs, runs batted in, runs scored. All right, so that's it for Clemente about him. Let's look into Willie Stargell. He got his debut in 1962 in Pittsburgh, appearing in 10 games, hitting 290, 31 official at-bats. Stargell became a full-time player for Pittsburgh in 1965, quickly established himself as one of the league's most feared hitters. Stargell joined his teammates, Clemente, in the National League All-Star team in both 1965 and 1966, hitting 27 home runs, driving 107 runs, batting .272. Clemente earned league MVPs in 1966 by hitting 29 home runs, like 119 RBIs, batting .317. This left fielder hit 33 homers, drove in 102 RBIs, batting .315. The Pirates' 90 victories in both 1965 and 1966, finishing third in the league both years. Clemente performed exceptionally well in 1967, leading the National League 209 hits and .357 batting average. Stargell not only led the league with 48 home runs in 1971, but finished second in runs batted in, slugging percentage, while placing third in runs scored and total bases. Early 1970s, Stargell established himself as the National League most dangerous hitter. Clemente had 3,000 hits. Roberto Clemente and Willie Stargell were teammates on the Pirates of part of 11 seasons. They were both regular members of the Pittsburgh lineup from 1964 to 1972. They combined for a total of 14 All-Star game appearances during that period, 9 for Clemente and 5 for Stargell. They were most productive together from 1965 to 1969, combining for 232 home runs and 153 RBIs over that 5-year period, for an average of 47 home runs, 191 RBIs. Stargell knocked in more than 100 runs and batted over 302 of those seasons. Clemente drove in more than 100 runs twice. He batted over 300 4 times, twice surpassing the 340 mark, won 2 of his 4 batting titles. Pirates won at least 88 games in 7 of their 9 full seasons together, capturing 3 divisions titles and 1 World Series championship. All right, so that's it. Thanks for hitting the like button for the 2 people. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'll be back at 1 o'clock. Talk to you soon.